The city of Florence was originally established as a Roman camp called Florentia. Today, it's clearly a medieval and Renaissance city, but the Roman roots still existed beneath that Renaissance skin. First, let's look at the map of today's Florence. It's now the most populous city in Tuscany, with around 383,000 inhabitants in 2013, and over 1 million of people in its metropolitan area. Compared to that, the Roman Florentia is much smaller. It's buried approximately 3 meters below the modern Florence street level, continuing to shape the fabric of the city to nowadays. The grid of the Roman roads can still be seen in the map. The main north-south street of Florentia, the Cardo, followed the line of the Via Loma today. On the east-west axis, the Decumanus went along the current Via degli Speziali, plus the Via degli Strozzi, and all the other main roads goes parallel to those axes to divide the city into squares. Like all the other Roman settlements, the civic center of the city was the Forum at the cross-point of the Cardo and the Decumano. Florentia's Forum was located in the current Piazza della Repubblica, which is one of the most modern piazzas in the city center. It used to have these temples to Mars, Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, and it's also a place for controllers to meet and make decisions. It's undoubtedly the heart of the city, but in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, the heart of Florence was shifted to the Palazzo Vecchio, which is located in the Piazza della Signoria, the former site of the ancient South Gate. In today's Florence, many of the Roman structures overlap with the Renaissance architectures and the modern streets, and they are almost invisible. There were Roman thermal baths located outside of the original fortified city, along the current Via della Torme. The street name gives homage to the Roman roots. And the same overlapping situation happens to the theater, which had 8,000 to 10,000 seats, and it's in the southwest corner of this settlement. The Palazzo Vecchio is partially built over the top of this. At the meeting point of Borgo di Crigi and the Piazza San Felice stood the Temple of Isis, the Egyptian goddess who's quite popular across the Roman Empire. Another important feature of Roman city, the amphitheater, is located on the same Borgo di Crigi, and it's outside of the city. The curve formed by the Via Pentecordi and the Via Torta marks the original position of this amphitheater, which is next to today's Piazza Santa Croce. Most of these Roman structures only keep their contours in today's city planning, but there are a few other places where the Roman past is hidden and visible. For instance, in front of the Belgello Museum was the ancient east wall. You can find a brass half circle in the street marking the foundation of the Roman watchtower. And another place to see those remaining Roman structure is the crypt of Duomo, which contains the fragments of an ancient Roman temple and the other buildings. And it is believed that much of the marble panels on the walls of the nearby baptistry of San Giovanni was taken from those ancient Roman buildings. The Roman Florentia created a foundation for the more flourished Renaissance Florence, and for now the modern Florence. Even the thermal baths, the amphitheater, the market, and the forum were all gone with the history. The remaining volumes are still occupied by the most important architectures or spaces serving for the Florentines, and the Roman planning will keep affecting the city even if invisible.